Good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm partners with Darian. He was telling me about this property on Nebraska. I'm the guy who actually sits behind the desk all day and decides what deals we are going to buy. And
Yeah.
I know that he was talking to you about us purchasing this property on terms. So
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to reach out and kind of get a little bit more information from you to kind of see if we may be a good fit for this property right here. Did I catch you at an
Okay.
okay time?
I'm working just like you. I'm behind the desk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We getting it in. Getting it
You
in.
already know.
Yes, sir. He only left me a little bit of notes. With this property, he said that the seller may potentially be open to selling it to us on an installment sale.
Possibly. And
Mm-hmm.
the only reason I say so is because of how much he owes.
Oh,
Um, I think Darian probably told you he owes like 75 grand.
oh, oh.
Um, so the problem is that he has a conventional loan.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it's really tough like to bargain, you know, to lower the price. So
Yes.
it's just really,
Yeah. So he
so yeah,
he would
honestly,
would
got to
have
get creative.
yeah. So he would essentially have to come out of his pocket, write a check if he went down a little bit more on the price on this property.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have to come out of pocket. So that's the problem, and that's why I believe seller finance might be the best way.
Mm.
Like we had property under contract when it first hit the market from an out of town investor, but they pretty much got cold feet and decided to back out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I want to do for y'all, I want to send you the Google link because I only have one picture for a reason,
Uh-huh.
and it's simply because it's I'm not gonna say it's trash,
Yeah.
but it needs a lot of work. It
Uh-huh.
does. Now I do exactly what you and Darian do.
Mm-hmm.
I have my real estate license, but I'm on here all day on PropStream, REI. I'm looking at deals all day,
Yeah. Most
so I
definitely.
can be upfront with you and have a conversation on like how to handle this deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when I went into the property, first off, I live very close to it, so I always see it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna send you the pictures, but as far as the work that needs to be done, I mean, it's gonna be 60 to 70 grand,
Mm-hmm.
and that's me accounting what's going on in the basement because I haven't been down there.
Oh yeah.
Now, he, if you when you look at the pictures, you'll see what I'm talking about. But like the front of the house, you've seen the front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
On the back, there's like steps, so you can go up to the second unit, you can go up to the first unit, and that's how you get into the house.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like a door that you can go underneath the steps. You go through that door, and then you go to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's off the hinge, and I just didn't trust it. I didn't feel like going down there and shooting nobody.
Yeah.
Um, so with me just kind of understanding this whole game,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that it's going to need some, full electric. I'm sure it's going to need water heater, furnaces. I know it's going to need that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I'm going about it. I know it's going to at the minimum 60 to 70.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what you get it for, that may still be able to work as far as refinancing and getting your cash back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's really tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's really tight. So let me see. If it comes, the ARV is, let's just say 200, 75%. 150. Let's just say 70 grand. You'll be right at 80.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with no leeway. I mean, that's the only, you pretty much got to go with 70K for your rehab budget. That's just being honest.
Yeah. So
Um,
my thoughts are with this. If we actually purchase it, how many units are there? It's only 2 units.
it's 2 units, but they're 2 bed, 1 bath.
All right. And how much do you think that I can potentially rent them out for once I've rehab the property?
So I pretty much renovated a it was a fourplex, but I turned it into a threeplex. So I live on one side, and I do the corporate housing on the other two.
Word, that's what it is.
Two units.
We do that too. You house hacking it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, been living rent free for like 3 years.
Word, that's what it is,
So
bro.
yeah. So I'll just be honest. Like as far as like traditionally,
Mm-hmm.
one bed, one bath in Fox Park, which this I don't know if you would classify this as Fox Park or Tower Groves. But I was when I first started, I was getting 825 just for a one bed, one bath.
Mm-hmm.
With the corporate housing, it's like 1,700.
Oh,
So
all right. So you doing like VRBOs? You doing traveling nurses and doctors, displaced people with insurance companies and stuff like that. More
exactly,
midterm rentals.
midterm rentals. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
So
We do that in South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina also. So yeah, definitely understand
yeah,
that.
yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that I think if you renovated it
Uh huh.
traditional wise,
Yeah.
probably 850 to 900 traditional wise.
All right.
Now,
Per unit.
yeah, per unit.
Uh huh.
That's what I see, just being conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I said, you gotta look at this. You gotta look at this and see if it really works out. I'm about to copy it and send you the Google link so you can really get the pictures
All right. That's what.
and just see what you want to do with it.
All right, that's what it is. So he has a mortgage on here. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. See if I can kind of get a little bit of idea of how much he got left on here, and what his monthly payments are looking like. Because if we purchase this on terms, it would actually be a Subto. So we would
Right.
actually purchase the properties subject to the existing financing. It looks like he has a loan on here for about $73,000. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like the estimated monthly payments are right around $400 a month. Um, and he still has, well, he just got this loan in 2017. Um, if we were able to actually purchase the property sub to, we would want to take over that loan and
Mm-hmm.
just continue to make those monthly payments while we do the rehab and actually bring the property up to rental grade.
Yeah.
You think that your seller may potentially be open to that?
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't, man. I mean, I hit him with this. Do you see this getting better or getting worse?
Yeah.
It's worse. So he has to find a way. Now,
Mm-hmm.
The benefits of Sub 2, of course, is that he can still keep this for tax purposes. But you guys are just, you got full rights
Well,
to do what you got to do.
well, it's not if we purchase it sub to. If we purchase it sub to, the loan would remain in his name, but the deed would
Mm-hmm.
transfer to our name, and
Oh,
we would be the ones who would be getting the tax benefits. So the depreciation and
gotcha.
all that stuff, the interest payments and all that stuff will be on us. Um,
Gotcha.
as
So
for
that's seller finance. I'm sorry. That's like owner finance. I
yeah,
apologize.
yeah,
Owner
yeah.
finance. That's
What you're actually speaking about is more of a land contract or selling it to us on a land contract or agreement for sale. It's called different things in different places. So if we
mm-hmm.
purchase the property that way, the mortgage and the deed would actually still remain in his name, and he would get all of the benefits. But for us, we would prefer to have the deed and stuff like that in our name. That way, we could write off the taxes on other capital, on our fix and flips and other
Yeah.
active income that we're making.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, man. I just got that a little mixed up. That's on me. But
Yeah, it's no
I
problem.
completely understand what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, with me being a realtor, in this whole situation,
Uh-huh.
it sounds like ain't no money gonna be made.
Nah,
But
bro,
I have no. Oh, go
like
ahead.
like we would potentially purchase the property for 85. He probably won't make um, any money, um, little to no money, because even now he has it listed for 85. With your commissions, you should make what, like what, about 4 grand, 3 or 4 grand.
Yeah, somewhere around that.
All right, and so that's full retail. Like he might walk away, and plus like closing costs and all that other stuff. He's potentially, even if you sell it for 85 traditionally, he's probably gonna walk away with about $400 or $500 in his pocket.
You're right,
So
right. So it's gonna work out well for him, for
y-
real. Okay. Well, I mean, this as far as a realtor,
mhm,
this is probably the first time I've ever dealt with
mhm,
the term type of buy. So you guys are gonna like we all gonna have to work together,
yeah,
on this one.
yeah,
As far as
yeah, most
I've done this.
yeah, most definitely, bro. We would definitely make sure you get paid. Um, what we would actually do is bring the money to the table to cover your commission. See, we may be able to pay the seller like 1,000 or like $2,000, and we're
I'm gonna
just
start at 500 to 1,000.
yeah.
Just talk to them about it.
Yeah, most definitely. And what I can do is I can just I can kind of send you over a letter of intent, just kind of going over the process, because like for us, one of the main questions that we get from sellers when we purchase properties is Subto is, how do I know that you're going to make the payments? And what we
Right.
actually do is we use a third party servicing company. So we make our payments to that third party servicing company, and they make the payments to the loan. And what we
Right.
also do is we put into our agreement what is called a performance deed or a deed in lieu of foreclosure. And essentially, what this is we would pre-sign a deed, and if we miss one payment, like on the 31st day, say if I get hit by a bus or abducted by aliens, or I'm just like no longer on the planet, then
Yeah.
the property would actually deed back to your seller without him having to
Right.
go through the foreclosure process, and then he could just list the property again and try to get another 1,000 or something off this property. So
Oh,
we do a lot to make sure that sellers are secure when they sell us properties like this. We haven't ever defaulted on any of our loans, but we still like to put those measures in place to make sure that, like I said, if I get abducted by an alien today, that this man is going to be straight with this property.
yeah, for sure. No problem. So, I respect the spiel. I've done that before, with a few properties off market. So I definitely understand. And it's pretty much not, direct to seller, direct from buyer transaction. Like it's a third party that's involved.
Hmm.
And, it's just like another loan, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah. So I definitely get that. So essentially, I'm gonna go back and talk to him. So long story short, you want to assume the loan, do a subject to,
Well,
take over the deed. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Well, we're not gonna assume the loan. We're just gonna take over the loan. We're gonna leave that loan in place with his name on it, and we're just gonna be responsible for making the payments on that loan.
Okay. Now, is there any contingencies that
Nope,
I should let them know? Okay. So no
none.
contingencies.
We don't have any contingencies.
Okay. So no contingencies. How soon would y'all like to close if he said yes?
If he says yes, then we can close within 30 days. As long as title clear, we can close.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Cool. So sub two, no contingencies, 85K. Um, third party servicing company
Hmm.
will take over the payments.
Hmm.
If anything worse to happen to you guys and it defaults and it goes back to the seller without any repercussions.
Yeah, without him
Uh,
having to go through any kind of foreclosure process or anything like that.
mhm.
Darian got your email.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so.
So what's your
As soon as
email,
I
bro?
hang up, I'm
So I
about
can
to
kind
send
of
you that.
I'll just summarize everything that we talked about and just put it in an email form. That way you can have like show him like, all right, bim, 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 and you um, make sure we don't miss anything.
Yeah, yeah. Send me that. Send me that so I can shoot it to him because I don't want to just hit him up with 40% of the information. So shoot it to me, and if it's something that I can forward, cool. If not, then I'll just kind of use what I need to use
Yeah.
to offer to him and see what he says. And before we do it all, though, I definitely am going to send you a Google link. I just got to hang up the phone
Uh.
to send it to you and Darian. So I'm gonna shoot it over. And, you guys look at it, man. Let me know how you feel. Um, and then simultaneously, we'll get in conversation with him. He's pretty receptive.
Mhm.
Actually, we're all in real estate. He's a realtor in Cali.
Uh.
So the lingo, I'm sure he's familiar with, so we can see what we can get done.
All right. Awesome, man. Awesome. And what's your email?
My email that you can use on this, Tyson, Tyson, at